Microphone check, microphone check, my baby. All Whiteboard Wednesdays in the month of June has a foundation of the word humility. Our species, for some reason, seems to struggle with wanting, desiring, coveting things we don't have. You've heard the phrase, the grass isn't greener on the other side. Consider what Jim Carrey said. I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer. We crave what we don't have. And when someone else gets it, what about me? Well, that's not humility. I'm sure participation trophies came from kids who said, what about me? In today's Whiteboard Wednesday, we're going to talk about how to overcome the what about me. What about me impacts all of us. Doesn't matter where you're at in your personal professional growth, you may experience the what about me feeling in an area of your life. For example, on Sunday, I come into church and someone is leading the congregation, singing and playing their guitar, and that person wasn't our normal leader. In fact, that person doesn't even really go to our church. So when I walked in and saw that, the first thing I thought was, what about me? You see, I was an aspiring rock and roll star in the 90s and early 2000s. I'm pretty good at what I do when it comes to leading a congregation in what we call worship. So as I was watching up there, what was happening is, this is me. I feel a certain way. This is a what about me. The feeling came, walked in, pow, what the heck? How come? What about me? What about me? Everything is pointing outwards like this. My feeling. You cannot control a feeling that comes at you that way. Since we can't control a feeling that's come to us, is we may act upon something based on a feeling, how we feel. As you know, I talk about feelings and how they're overvalued a lot. We can't control a feeling that brings us to what about me. When that initial feeling comes on, it's what we can't control. And the thought we can control to stop it from snowballing into more negative thoughts that leads us to act upon something, like participation trophies. When you get into participation trophies, that is a victim's mindset. That is an act based on a feeling of what about me. So back to me in service. I'm sitting there watching someone else do something that I could have done, that maybe I could have done better, maybe I could have done worse, whatever. I started asking the question, why? Why am I not up there? Although I changed it to why do I feel this way? When you start asking why am I not up there? Why am I feeling this way? You are now bridging the gap from feel to act that results in a healthier act. Let's put thought up here. Without why, the question why, you're going to act upon things based on feeling. Well, when you start asking why and you think about it, now the arrows are pointing towards you. Instead of what about me, why not me? Now, I'm a big Russell Wilson fan. And when Russell Wilson came to Seattle in his second year, he said this. I remember my dad asking me one time, and it's something that has always stuck with me. Why not you, Russ? You know, why not me? Why not me in the Super Bowl? So when speaking to our football team earlier in the year, I said, why not us? Why can't we be there? That why not us mentality brought the Seahawks together and they won their first and only Super Bowl. When you start asking why not me, why not us, you're going to look at what things that you may need to change. For me, sitting in church, I realized it's not me. Why not me is because I don't want to do music. That's not my future. I have let that go. Even though I have let things go and I still may have a what about me feeling, I know that by thinking about it, reminding myself that the reason it's not me is because that's not my future. That's not something that I'm desiring to do. It's not part of my destiny. If it was part of my destiny, if it was to be a musician, to sing at church, then guess what? By asking why not me, I'm going to see what things I need to change. The Seahawks saw what they needed to change from the year before, and so now instead of external outside of your control, external things that you can control, you start doing things internally that go both ways. You're working on your internal change for an effective result. The purpose and result is now inside of you. You know that, oh, okay, so I need to get better at this. I've recognized what about me. I've asked, why not me? Oh, it's not me because I got to change this, and this about me. Now I'm going to focus on making those changes with the purpose of achieving a particular goal. Are you keeping up with me? Replace what about me with why not me. Think it through and then act. And that will keep you humble. My name is Troy Ritchie, and if you don't know me, you will.